Can't be healthy if we can't fight things like Ebola and Zika that may originate overseas but makes us just
leaders. We can work with stains that originate from an amount of liquid this small and still.
Of the more than 70 countries that we helped originate their negotiations, more than 40.
All of maternity and all of paternity originate in the Father and in the Son and in the Holy Spirit. And they're
Murder, we find out from Jesus, doesn't originate with the hands, but it begins in the heart. It is an action, but it is
rocks that would be needed for life to originate. That's an open question, but it's a fascinating.
Did not originate from my administration. As Senator McCain once said,
plateau and the rivers that originate in that plateau are remote, very
animal from.
Like, the domestic cat, where did it originate from?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this cat is from your
information from the user. And the user cannot detect that the request did not originate from your application. The browsers all have
and hemisphere of the cerebellum, and we have problems that originate in the cerebellum.
I mean, my thing is what I want to. The next thing that I want to do is originate a role. I want to start from the
called the motor strip, where movement originates, and behind it the sensory strip, where
on the west coast of Peru, depending on rivers that originate in the glaciers up in the Andes. 76% of their electricity.
They include, for example, the provision that all tax bills originate in the House of Representatives. Today, many a tax bill in practice originates.
I mean, and, you know, since 1992, all these covers originate on the screen in the
originate from Rome. Those kingdoms swallowed up and incorporated the characteristics of the earlier empires.
Darrow didn't originate the game, so he decides he's going to stop.
You see, Bach's cantatas didn't originate as music. They were prayers.
And I don't originate from Spain. My people who are Mexican.
In the community, in the communities that the doctors originate from. And I'll give you some examples.
This kind of fraud can only originate from the lenders, and that no honest.
How and why did life originate and populate our planet? The second question.
They teach us to redeploy ideas rather than originate them. They teach us to respect people in authority.
Because behavior can originate from many different sources, it is our responsibility.
His rule of thumb did not originate in wife abuse. It seems to be that it came into use sometime in the 17th century, according to
suffering. Not the ordinary one, but an extraordinary one. And that doesn't originate in ourselves, it originates from the Spirit of God who dwells.
Words are consequential. That is, they're the consequence of something else. They stem from and originate from something else. I want you to see.
If life could, life could originate once per planet, could be extremely common.
Did not originate from a careful study of the scriptures. The doctrine of cessationism originated in experience.
Tend to originate from clouds that don't have any ice in them.
It's worth noting how new